them. They're not gonna burst hammers with you. So don't start talking to me bare real about bare real things. But when you start talking to me about family, my vim starts going up. That's my daughter. And you don't know these people from nowhere. I know you from somewhere.
Do you know where I can't really like
Yeah, exactly, because his daughter wants. He starts getting techy.
No, wait, let him answer, go on.
You know what I can't really do or understand, yeah, or even respect this line of conversation, yeah, is because one, yeah, me and you spoke, yeah, and verbatim, you told me, oh, you know, I don't really care about nothing, innit? You know, there's no really.
I was mistaken. I care about my daughter. I care about my daughter.
So, okay, cool.
No, address that bit. Address the bit where your friend said she'll cut my daughter's throat, and how she's still your friend.
I was addressing.
Yeah, but don't go all around the world. Just address that.
Let him do. I beg you.
Okay, he wants me to answer it in a certain way. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna, you know, oblige to his line of hearing because he done the same with us when he pulled up. Yeah. Now, Ukron, yeah, do a lot of SYM. You do a lot of talking about people's family. You've told almost every girl that sits on my panel, yeah, SYM, that has not given you that energy. Yeah, that comes out of your mouth loose. I've heard you
before you, bruv. Stop trying to govern the girl.
I never said
no. Talk to me about why it's cool for someone to say they'll cut my daughter's throat. I can't hear about their other things, bro.
Let him go through his way of telling you what he's telling you, fam. So we're just gonna be here all day, bro.
Not trying to wait all day to hear why it's cool for someone to say they're gonna cut my daughter's throat because I told her I'll suck her mum. I told her to suck her mum. So what's that?
I've heard you talk about people's kids too.
Been here for 5 minutes, bro.
I've heard you talk about people's kids too. How about that? So it's like, if you do that, and people do it back to you,
hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Because you see when you're trying to play judge and jury and God now and you're doing all these things, telling me about my behavior. No, hold on.
I'm just using my own brain to make up my own mind.
No. You're trying to.
Because man can't govern me into thinking who I should be around.
Like I told you before, yeah? This ain't something that I've got to explain bears. I'm bare sharp with it. Yeah, because you're trying to play God or my dad or tell me about my behavior to girls. Like
that's what you're trying to do.
No, hold on. Because you're saying all this in response to me telling you about someone cutting my daughter's throat. So you're basically saying she's cool
but
to
you
do
didn't let him respond, bro.
No, he responded enough. I waited for him to stop speaking. I didn't stop him from speaking.
Chronic, wait 1 second, my brother. You know that's not how it works, fam. You can't say man responded enough. Like, let the man finish his whole...
Finish.
Let him respond.
Right,
and then
he stopped speaking. I didn't cut him.
So like I was saying, Brody, yeah, I've heard you, me personally, and heard through the grapevine that you do talk about people's kids when you get mad. When you cross that line with people, you know people are going to do the same back. So if you already crossed that line respectfully, even if I know you in a real life, I'm not really going to take that serious because I'm going to look at it like this is what you lot do on the internet. And you personally have said to me, like, yeah, all right, I know she said that, but obviously she's never really going to do it because whose throat was she? Your word verbatim was whose throat was she slick before?
Please, yeah, please, Pinky. Like, Pinky, please.
Go on, I'm done. Go on, respond, I'm done. Go on.
Yeah. Because you know why, yeah? Let me tell you why. When I'm talking to you...
Because I was landed in what you was going to say weren't going to be valid after.
No, it's not that. I'm telling you what it is, Pinky. I'm not just doing these ones, what you're doing. I'm saying something. Yeah? So what I'm saying to you is, when I talk... No, because I've got kids. I've got kids. God. So when they're doing that, and I've got a baby mum. So when they do so, and there's a difference when I'm talking to my uncle. That doesn't happen. Because we're having an adult conversation. But when I'm talking to my baby mum, she's doing that because she's talking out of emotion. When I'm talking to my kid, he's doing that. So when I'm talking to my friend who's my age, I don't expect that to be going on. So, yeah, so reason why I'm saying to you, I'm interrupting you. I'm saying because, and once again, I'm talking to you about something you're doing, and you're talking about everything else in the world.
What you're doing, that's creative.
No. So I have direct questions for you. I said, 1 minute, because you keep doing stuff, you start talking like you're talking for yourself, then you use words that talk about other people. So you say, I've heard through
I'm talking about the situation.
Hold on. You said you've heard through the grapevine. So once you start using words like that, you're taking it away from something you've heard yourself. So I need to answer your question. Have you personally heard me?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
No, I know already what you're gonna say. Yes, I've heard you speak about people's kids. Yes, I started with that.
Hold on.
I've heard you speak about people's kids, and I heard through the grapevine. You chose the grapevine.
Okay. Have you finished? Because I told you about the uncle conversation and the nephew conversation.
Oh my God, the shade.
No. But I told you about the uncle conversation and the nephew conversation. Baker told me let you land.
All right, big dog. All right, Uncle Gone.
Yeah, because 1 minute I'm the big dog, and next minute you're talking to me like we're the same age or I'm younger than you. So just
no. You're definitely older than me, but it definitely doesn't mean nothing. But go on.
It does. Of course, it means something.
Not to me, though.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Look. This is that mean? Conversation.
No. Because the reason you do that is to get away from the facts.
Look.
Wait, 1 second. Because I told you that you're chilling with someone that's talking about cutting my daughter's throat. Your response to that was, "Oh, you do it," basically, yeah. Even though we're brethren and you met that person on the net, even if there's 2 chains of road I can go down. So what? Because what's that got to do with you if I tell someone something? We're on the team, so you're begging these people, but that's not what's happened.
I know, begging a day in my life.
Yeah, whatever, man. Like,
I hardly even ask.
All right, you ain't begged. Yeah, right.
A day in my life. I hardly even ask.
All right, no problem. No, I'm agreeing with you. You're not begging. But you're making reasons for why the person's it's cool for them to say these things. So let me address something. Stop saying people and say Voldemort. Yeah, because that's who's telling you that, oh, he's cussed my kids. Because like I told you, I knew her from before. Yeah, so like whatever, but it doesn't matter what was going on before because she's cussing my kids now in front of you now. Yeah, so in relation to kids, because unless you can tell me when you heard me cussing Voldemort's kids, and let me put something into perspective here. Yeah, if you say, for instance, yeah, if I bring something to the internet, yeah, and then you quote me on what I brought to the internet, it's almost, it can't be cussing. Yeah, because that's how you're saying. If I've never brought something to the internet, i.e. you don't know my daughter from nowhere, and there's not pictures of my daughter, and you start cussing my daughter, yeah, that's different. Because whose kids are Voldemort, yeah, when she's going mad and cussing my kids and talking about family and what stuff, it's clear facts that she brought to the internet. Her kids get like there was gunshot and whatever whatnot. So if someone's cussing my baby mum, I'm alright to say to them, but hold on, a mother's job is to keep her kids safe. Your kids were unsafe.
I like
no, that's not cussing. No.
He's well versed in this, you know.
No, I'm not. I'm well versed in my own kids. So if someone,
let me tell you why you're.
Wait, because you're trying to talk into jokes. I'm not in jokes yet. I'm not in jokes.
I'm not in jokes either.
No, but if you're saying something,
go on, land. Go on. Sorry,
no, hold on. But you're speaking.
Go on.
Yeah. So if someone is cussing, they're cussing my baby mum, yeah. And I'm alright to say to that person, you're calling me old, but your baby father's 55. I'm saying that it's not cussing. I'm saying to the person, you got a cheek. You're calling me old, but your baby father, the man you lay underneath, and you've got respect for.
Bro, are you gonna land anytime soon, bro?
Yeah, no, I'm landing. I'm landing with irrelevant points to what you brought up because you're talking about stuff you don't know about. You're talking about when I'm cussing people's kids. So I'm giving you context to where this kid cussing is coming from and why it's not a cuss. It's not acceptable. So because you don't understand, you have to listen at this bit. Unless you just don't want to understand and you're just backing your friend blindly. Because when it comes to kids,
think I understand.
But you don't have kids though. So when she's defending her kids,
what the fuck is that got to do with understanding?
I'll tell you what it's got to do.
I don't know why you keep saying that.
I'll tell you why. No, I'll tell you why.
Bruv, you're annoying me, Con.
The reason why it's annoying you is because you've put yourself in something that doesn't involve you. So when it starts getting to the bit about kids, and I'm talking, of course you're bored at this bit because you don't have kids. So when I'm defending my kids and you're defending hers, stay out of it because you're going to get to this bit where you don't want to hear no more because we're talking about kids. Because with kids, there's a different love there. So I'm banging out. So when you don't understand, listen, and you will. Because if you had kids, you would understand without even having to hear anything.
Hey, look. This is This is
No, Baker. No one's talking about cutting your daughter's throat, and I'm still there chilling with them.
Why we don't? It's just
And
mind
I'm
games.
telling
So
you
anyway,
why
so
I'm
anyway,
chilling with them
so-
because
so-
you
so-
told them to suck their mum.
So anyway, hold on. So watch this. No, I let you land for bare long, Con. Allow it.
but I
Con, I
haven't
let you land
landed.
for bare
All right,
long.
go on,
You're
go on,
so
go on.
long-winded. Yeah. So watch this.
It's not long-winded. It's not long-winded.
watch
Keep
this.
chilling
watch
with
this.
people that.
I'm just gonna.
All right, just keep doing it.
I'm just gonna hit on the points that you're talking about, right? Yeah. So boom. So first of all, yeah, you keep acting.
When you heard me cuss her kids?
You keep doing. I'm gonna tell you.
Stand on your point that you said. Tell me when you
trying to tell me how to talk when I'm talking.
No, because you keep saying stuff and not actually proving the point.
Listen.
I'm always proving the point. You're just saying
We done
stuff.
some bare long-winded conversation and nobody fucking cut him.
Pinky.
Because you started chatting shit. So you spoke about so much things that weren't in the conversation. That's why it's long-winded.
I'm
Anyway,
trying
back
my
to
hardest.
the daughter that I spoke to you about.
You man,
I know.
listen.
I'm gonna start there. No, Bakes, I'm gonna start there. Yeah, I heard you. Don't respond because it's not for you to respond. You asked for a question, and I'm gonna answer to everything. So it's not for you to respond now, respectfully. You said while I was on a live, yeah, because you said it smart. Oh yeah, if you brought something to the net, my door's not been on the net because obviously the thing about the shooter in the house was on the net. Cool. You said, oh yeah, when you was hiding on the table and your door and yeah, cool. And I heard that.
I just now said, tell me when you heard.
Hey, let him finish. Go on.
I heard it. I was there. I heard it. Yeah, you said it when I
Tell
was
me
there.
about the day when you heard. That's not today. Don't quote me from today.
No, I'm telling you. Oh God, I can't. It's like talking to a brick wall sometimes. Bro.
But I just said everyone just heard me just say that just now.
No, but one thing
you can't be
is
giving an example of just now.
That's why I said you were slick is when you done it. Because you tried to make it out that
I'm asking you. You're saying you're answering the question. I'm not asking you that to be slick now.
Wait. Let me be clear. This is not me defending Voldy, innit?
You're diverting, bro.
I'm not. Oh my God.
Chronic.
Are you not hearing what I'm hearing?
Wait. This is one thing. This is one thing I need to add. Yeah, if you don't let him finish his entire thought, then we don't get to. Because when you say something, he's saying, "Oh, I know what you're gonna say." Nobody likes that, innit? So let him finish his whole thought rather than say, no, not that bit, and that's not what's important.
When he finishes his whole thought, if he still hasn't addressed the thing,
then that will be your response. That will be your response.
No, but he's all right, cool. Let's wait then. But I just want you to know, I want to hear when you heard me cussing her kids. Not today, because I didn't cuss her kids, but I'll give you an example.
Cool. Go on, let him speak.
But that even statement is super dumb, yeah, because you're saying not today, like to say you lot have argued today. Yeah, I'm saying this. You like to play the victim. You like to be like, oh my God, they're cussing my kids. Oh my God. Okay, he's gone again.
No, because you're trying to address today. When I want to be you to be clear. When she said, no, because you said you're answering my question. So answer my question. Bro, not the question in your head, not the question that I'm asking.
Listen, Kron, I just said, let him finish the whole of his thought and then say you haven't answered.
Why is he telling us his thought and not answering the question?
Listen. Same way when you're explaining, you explain your whole thought. You say everything you need to say.
Answer what he said.
No. You don't just do that.
Go on.
You start telling me about me not having kids.
Forget that. Respond to the thing. This is just getting dragged.
So like I said, to answer your question, I have been there, when you have cussed her kids. I've seen you do it before she cussed yours. I've heard you tell bare people on my panel, SYM, and most of them even said it back to you. So when I'm around one of my friends, I've been reproached for having you on my panel and you just disrespecting everybody and getting mad. And I'm not even acting how I act with everybody else. Why? Because I know you in real life. Do you get what I'm saying? To the point where I'm like, you know what? I don't even think that me and you should be on the same panels because I can't control how mad you're going to go at any minute. But when Voldy was first around, so she wouldn't keep talking about her. You know, was on my panel, everything was calm. You know what I'm saying to you? And you triggered and you pushed fingers and you did it. Oh, yeah, same thing with Trillery. When we and her was on live, you was on the live in the comments talking shit, before anything was said. And you throw stones and, I don't hide and talk. Yes, you fucking do. Yeah, you throw stones, you antagonize people that you know are easy to wind up. And when they react, you be like, oh my God, you're around them. They said this about me. You started it, bro. You keep starting it. You know what I'm saying to you? You started it, and this is the proof of the pudding. You started it with better girls that's on my panel that ain't never said nothing wicked to you. The minute they even try to open your mouth, men are talking, shut up, SYM, do. And then if they say it back, now they're the bad people, and I shouldn't be around them. What we doing here? Like, again, I'm answering you again, just to let you know. I've heard you talk about doings and people hiding on these tables and people should have got hit and all sorts of mad things before I didn't even hear the slit the throat thing. Yeah, I had to watch the comments and watch G-Man say it in the comments when I thought Funky was chatting shit and phone G-Man personally and him tell me and me be like, oh my God, is that what was said? I didn't know what was said before that. Whether you believe me or not, that's cool, but that's real fucking talk. I'm done. Hey, this Sin of Vodka's alright as well, you know.
Blaming the Sin of Vodka now.
We're not blaming nothing on nothing. I'm standing on everything I said. I stand on my square every single fucking time, every day.
What am I supposed to do now, Baker? Go listen now.
Hold on, wait. So that didn't answer your question.
I finished time ago. I finished by the time I started talking about the Sin of Vodka.
So Baker, so you're the listener now. Now I'm allowed to speak when you say I'm allowed to speak. Yeah. So did you hear an answer to my question?
When he said he's heard you before say about
did you hear what my question was?
When have you heard me say it other than this time?
So I asked you the Voldemort thing. What did you personally hear? We all heard that I said today. No, hold on. Quoting the quote that I said is just the cheapest thing you can do. I just said that here now because you remember.
I'm never the cheapest thing anywhere. But
oh my God, bro. You know I could.
No, I'm doing a you. Sorry, I'm doing a you. My bad. Go on.
But somehow Baker's not doing a him when you're doing a you. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I'm shutting up. Go on. I'm shutting up. Go on.
So, once again, I'm not going to go round in circles. I get that this is you man's brethren and you're just allowing him to do bare things. But, once again, there's no excuse he's given me today or any other day that says that me and you can be brethren. We can go to TikTok, meet some people on TikTok, and now you've got an excuse for why they can say to me in front of you, all this I didn't hear it and that, but you've read it and that it happened. Because you said that a minute ago, you don't do chewing, you don't do all these things. But when people are cussing me, there's always a reason why you didn't hear it. But now that we know that she definitely said it, you're telling me the excuse for why she's allowed to say it is, one, you said that you've heard me cussing her kids before, but you didn't give an example of when you heard me cussing her kids.
So do it in the yard. And
hold on.
You said that in front of me, but go on.
Hold on, stop there. And you gave an example of one I just brought up just now, and you once again you're taking it out of context because when I said it, I put it in the context of if you bring your business to the internet and then you start to judge people and
that's
talk
not
about
how you brought it up. You're lying,
bro. That's how I brought it up today. For you to use it. Just stop speaking, innit?
No, today because you knew that's what I was going to mention. That's what I said. It's slick. Because you said you never spoke about a kid.
You're just repeating yourself. Hey, Baker, where are you? Where the fuck are you?
I'm gonna shut up. Listen. You know what you're doing, Chronik. You know what you're doing.
Baker, where are you?
What's going on here?
He knows what he's doing.
No, Baker, you're winding me up.
Nah, I see what's going on.
This is madness. It's like fucking.
No, you're winding me up, Baker.
I see what you lot are doing there, yeah?
No, you're winding me up.
Hey, listen.
You're winding me up, Baker, bro.
I see what you're doing.
What am I doing?
I see what you're doing. Listen.
Tell me what I'm doing.
Remember, when you came on the panel, you said you wanted to talk to me. Talk to me.
But I can't talk to you.
This
Because every time I try and
conversation
talk to you, Pinky starts speaking. When I start talking to Pinky, you start speaking.
No.
So I'm there, I'm thinking, are you man trying to wind me up or something? Because you only speak when the person's trapped in their point. So I'm thinking, wait. Do you man think you can gaslight me?
Listen to what I'm saying, yeah?
No, but I need to know, do you man think you can gaslight me?
I don't even use that term. So
I'm
thinking, are these men trying to run mind games or something like?
Listen, man.
God,
I'm telling you what happened. You asked him a question. And he gave
now he ain't answered it, and you got to keep letting him.
Listen. He said he was in a live, and you came in a live and said these things. That's what I heard him say.
Yeah, no, but listen to this though, Baker.
Go
Yeah.
Said it about 10 times though.
All right, yeah, but just because he said it 10 times, what does that
Go
mean?
on.
I mean,
Yeah.
you answered your question.
No, it doesn't.
Wait.
Saying something 10 times, that's listen,
Don't
forget.
before it's woman against man.
Wait, you lot, chill out. Mills, 1 sec.
All right, cool. He told me. All right, I agree. Yeah, he told me. I agree. Yeah. So I'm on a thing though, like, hold on. So, let's just say it's cool. She's allowed to say that, yeah? Because he's got an excuse. But you're saying stuff. But like I said, just because you said it doesn't mean it's true. So now, when you say things like Trillery, I asked you for one example of the girl, and you mentioned everyone else. So now I'm going to address what you said about the Trillery. Are you starting on girls for nothing? Stop it. Yeah? I didn't have no business with Trillery. She added me. She's starting a podcast. On the podcast, she's got a batty man. The batty man is dissing me. He's like whatever there's your same friend tax man, who's your new friend that you're saying we didn't know before. They've gone and made some what do they call it, Photoshop of this Lucasade thing, trying to say some next funniness. Yeah, safe. That's what they're doing. Because once again, they're enemies of the show. Oh, we're going to get RTM took down. That's what they were doing before you came along. So now that you've came along, they are still doing that. So Trillery tried to champion that and start off a show dissing me. Why? Because she's got a problem with ice cream. And before I inherited that beef, I don't know her from nowhere. So if somebody is openly dissing me on a public platform and I'm allowed to not like them. So I didn't go for her. But then when I saw her chilling with you, who's my brethren, who sits on the show with me, yeah, and like you can say all this, but it's like I said, once again, there's no excuse for just dissing me out of the blue, saying man's a batty, man, do all these funny things, So if whatever my response is to that, you cannot judge it. Because I never told her to try it with me, especially via someone else. So when I see her on your stage, or you're on her stage, or whatnot, because I'm getting bird out, because remember, like, once they're launching a show based off dissing you, they ain't got to diss you every day. They just got to big you up, or big up their show that's on Friday, and on Friday, everyone's going to watch them dissing you. So if you're with them, while they're bigging up their show that's dissing me, I have every right to say to you, are you a part of this plan of dissing me? Because you're bigging them up. You're giving Ops a voice on our show. But if you being on their show, on our show, work together, and then you being around them, gives them strength. It gives them validation into what they're saying. So I'm in every right to say to my brethren...
But let me interject 1 second on that point there, yeah? Because if that's the case... Don't you lot give them strength by mentioning them on the show?
Forget all that. Yeah? Forget all that. No, because we can deal with that after, but you're moving the goalposts.
Go on.
Yeah, you're moving the goalposts. And because when I'm addressing Pinky, because he said something, you mentioned, Trillery, so I'm addressing that. What you do, because he said it 10 times. So I mean, because you said something doesn't mean it's the answer or a answer. You're just filling in the gaps just by saying anything. Because what you're saying now is adding, I've got to talk about that now. You still didn't mention to talk about what I was talking to you about. So because you don't want to, I'm going to talk about what you were talking about. Because you said something that's not true. Trillery started on me. And what she done warranted a suck your mum. So when you're saying these things, you're just telling people SYM for nothing. No, I'm standing on business. And yeah, because you're with my friend smiling in my face, I'm going to say it in front of my friend. Because I don't think, or because you two are friends, somehow that's warranted. So that's Trillery out the way. Stop hiding behind Trillery. She started on me, and she continued to start on me.
No, that's not Trillery out the way. That's not Trillery out the way.
No, but that's how it started.
Put it out. No, listen, let me clarify where you're right, and let me tell you where you're wrong. Yeah, this is what they do. Yeah, he said something, and you said how the thing. You said something, Biggs, and he said something, and you said how it started. You said. Doesn't that when you lot are talking about them and straight away forget about that.
No, what you said.
No. It's
I'm
not
addressing
forget about
you.
that,
I'm
'cause that's
addressing
how it
Baker in a
started.
minute.
Yeah.
He just said that 2 seconds
But
ago.
you see what they do though. But you see what they
what
do.
he's
Same
saying.
thing
Stop
with
saying
Voldy.
they.
Same thing with Voldy. It's just irrelevant what he said before. It's just relevant what she said after. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Back to the Trinity argument. Yeah. Bro, you
Bruv,
sat
stop
there. Yeah.
pissing, bruv. You're
You
pissing
sat
me
there.
off.
You sat there and built a whole fake narrative. I couldn't believe you done this. Yeah. I don't know if you saw this or I don't know if people hollered at you, but you had the
Bruv,
cheek
just
to
talk
say
about Trillery. Stop trying to deflect, bruv. You're
you're
not a
talking
girl,
about
bro.
Trillery. If you stop interrupting
Yeah, but
me,
talk
then you
about
know
the
what
bit
we're
where
talking
you
about.
just now said.
What you said.
No, wait, Bobby.
6 a.m., bruv. No, fuck that. Let each
No,
other
but
land.
Barbie,
No,
I can't
wait,
land.
hold on.
I
Chill
can't land because it's gonna make too much
Don't tell me about the
sense. It's gonna
time.
make too
No
much
one here is
sense.
tired.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
boom,
no,
so boom,
it's-
so boom, so boom. With Trillery, you had the cheek to go around and paint a fake narrative that I was sitting there letting her diss your baby mum. When one,
No, we're not talking about the baby mum. We're talking about the
Why
bit
don't
where
you wanna-
you
why
just
don't you
now
wanna talk
said,
about
I
that?
say SYM, and I started on Girls for Nothing, and the girl that you mentioned
if you
was
realize,
Trillery.
Mix, there's a lot of things he doesn't want to talk about. He doesn't want to
No,
talk about how it
I want to talk
started.
about them
He doesn't want to talk about
after.
the baby mum thing.
No, it's not
weird
that I don't
you
want to talk about. No,
their
you keep
things.
trying to move
All
the
of these things are
goalposts.
tied in.
Why do you keep
All
trying
of
to
these
talk to
things are tied
mates?
in.
You know why you keep trying to
See when
talk
you're
to mates?
talking. You see when you're talking and you're doing all your narrative
I'm trying to
painting,
have a
your fake
conversation
narrative
with
painting.
you.
No one's interrupting.
And every
me.
time I talk
When
to
I
you
speak, I'm
about a
interrupting.
subject, whether you
That's
talk
what I've
about it
eaten,
or not, you come back and don't address the point I'm saying. You try and talk about something else, so I have to talk about. I'm the only one addressing points. What you're saying, you're never addressing what I'm saying. You say something else. So I'm saying to you, you just
see when I
said.
address what you're saying. So you see when I address what you're saying.
No. I don't want you to address it at the end of a 20-minute rant.
Listen,
And I want you to address what I'm saying while I'm saying it to you.
When you're talking, no one's governing how you speak. Stop trying to govern
The
how
girl
people
was speaking. Yes, they was. Stop saying stuff that's not true. When
People
I was
are governing-
speaking, the girl
people
was just
are
now
governing you
speaking.
interrupting.
Baker was just
That's
now
different.
speaking. They was governing how I was speaking. So stop just saying things that's not true.
Again, yeah, like I was saying, yeah. Did you get strays from Trilly? Did you not have problems with her before? Yes, cool. We hear
No,
that.
I
Did you have
didn't.
problems-
Oh
my God! I'm just
you're
addressing
saying
it.
stuff that's
When you're
not
talking.
true.
This is what.
That's what Pinky. Just
what I'm
stop
getting
saying
at.
anything. You're burst. You ain't got the vocabulary to be
Stop
saying
telling me what I am.
everything.
You don't
Stick
fucking
to
know
the
what I am.
point. No, because you're telling me about long-winded, but when I address you directly,
I said 5 words. I said
yeah,
5
but
words.
nothing to do with what I'm addressing you with.
What was your addressing me?
Right,
And
Remind
the
me.
last time you had a 10-minute rant, you didn't address nothing.
He started the trouble with Trillery. He's saying to you, he just showed you how he didn't start the trouble.
But
your response.
This is why he's a madman. I'm telling him that he caught a stray and he didn't start nothing. But he didn't want to let me fucking speak.
I don't need you to elaborate on my points. The point you don't now you're jumping on the same point as me, but
No,
the
but
point,
he
no, but the
I'm
point
asking
before that
you
you
to
said that
say
I
where
did
I'm
start
wrong
the
and right.
trouble. No, Baker. Explain to him this. You can't have 2 points. You can't start off a point where
I can have
you
how many
started the
points I
trouble.
want.
Then when I tell you I didn't, now you're saying the same point as me. No, you picked up the first stray. Make it make sense.
No,
But
when
if
he
you let
started-
me land, then it will make sense, nigga. Duh. So like I was saying.
You ran last time and it still didn't make sense. Duh.
Okay, well maybe you just weren't listening because you're interrupting.
Pinky,
I don't know.
Pinky.
But
You see when you try and say belittling things to me, don't make me disrespect you.
Hey, look.
No, but you keep saying, look, you're dumb, duh, all these little belittling things.
Listen.
Not make me start being disrespectful.
Who said you're dumb? Who said you're dumb?
You did before. I just didn't say nothing. And now you're doing dirt. So what? Because before you get carried away and doing belittling things, I'm just letting you know that's the third thing you've done that I find belittling. I'm not belittling.
Let me relax. All right, let me relax.
Stop doing that.
All right, let me relax. I heard you the first time. Let me relax. So let me land, yeah, because that's where I'm getting wound up, yeah. So like I said, you caught it straight, yeah, because the beef was on originally with you, like you said, ice cream. Then I'm gonna keep it short because I know you get frustrated when I make it long-winded, right? Yeah. So yeah, you didn't start nothing. Do you get what I'm saying? Now my thing is when it became a problem with me chilling with her, it wasn't about whatever happened before. It was about some fabricated shit, about some baby mom shit that you know wasn't what he was claiming it was. And that was fugazi as fuck for me. And that's where I'm at with it. And that's why I'm not listening to nothing else after that. I don't want to hear about why I shouldn't chill with Trillery. I don't give a fuck. That's where I'm at with it.
So what?
See how true I kept that?
No, I heard what you said.
So appreciate that. That was that cool. That was that calm. I didn't make it long with it. I wasn't talking like a baby mom or nothing. All right, cool. Since I've got space, I'm gonna elaborate. Yeah, I was super pissed.
Okay. So that's what we're doing. All right, go.
Okay, no, I'm shutting up. Go on, I'm shutting up. Go.
I just want to know what we're doing.
No, I thought you weren't gonna talk. So I was
No, but I'm not gonna talk over you.
Go.
What are we doing? So
No, but I went quite for time and you didn't say nothing. So
because I want to be clear that you stopped speaking and you haven't just.
I hear it. Go on.
Yeah, like I said, for me, this is pointless because you're not addressing the things I'm saying to you. You're then now saying that, you know what, you don't care
I
about.
agreed with you, bro.
Hold on.
I agreed, bro. I'm answering you and saying I agree. How is that not me? I don't understand.
You finished?
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, I cut you again. Go.
Right, yeah, because the reason why I see that you don't understand, it's called a backhanded comment. You just said that to say this. So you're saying that she started on you first, but then you're going to when you was on the stage with her, cause and now you don't care about anything. But a minute ago you said that it's your point. You started on the girls. You're saying SYM, and then when I'm telling you how they started on me, you're now saying that you don't care that they started on me. You agree that they started on me and said something out of the blue. It was a stray, nothing to do with you. But somehow in your mind, you're saying now because I came onto the stage and you think that I was misunderstood this baby mum thing. You don't care that it already started and she's saying the whole baby mum thing, that you just don't want to hear nothing from her because in your mind she's right and you don't want to hear it. So once again, you're wrong.
No, in my mind, I'll answer you. In my mind, I'm right. Yeah. Forget her. I'm right because you had the cheek to lie on my name and tell the whole world that I was talking about your baby mum when I didn't. People disrespect your baby mum, which I didn't. You know what I'm saying to you? I didn't let nobody.
So what you're doing now,
and I never spoke about your baby mama. I never said a word. Now you got dickheads that remain relevant.
Pinky, don't talk to me about remain relevant.
Listen. No, but I'm telling you what.
Hold on.
Telling me I spoke about your baby mama. When the fuck did I say anything about your baby mama?
Listen. Hold on, Bakes. So I got this because what you're trying to do is a baby mum tactic. It's called gaslighting.
Oh my
God. No. Listen. Let me.
If you want us to talk properly, stop referring to me as a baby mum and telling me about not having kids.
Let me tell you something.
I swear to God, this is where all the disrespect is coming from.
Hold on. Because you haven't got a baby mum.
God,
I'm allowed to refer to my own baby mum. Shall I tell you why? Let me tell you why. Other people have got baby mums in here. So it's a tactic that I'll tell you. It's called
what the fuck do you know about who I breeded and ain't breeded?
Oh, I don't. Listen. Let me tell you something for fun. You have just said a whole tangent on something I didn't say. It's called gaslighting. Yeah, it's called. It's bait. Because at no stage have anyone ever said you was talking about my baby mum. I'm English. So if you change one word in a sentence, you change the whole meaning of the sentence. You've done that on purpose. So what you do is... Hold on. You're quoting Remain Relevant. You're quoting all these other people. Forget them for a second.
Because they're quoting you.
Just don't worry about that. Yeah?
No, I am worried about that because that's on my name. Because they're just talking about how this guy is running around talking about his brother's baby mum to gal to woo like I'm some fucking idiot out in these streets because of what you said. That was fucking wrong. And you to admit it was fucking wrong because she never spoke about your baby mum and neither did that. Let's start there. Answer that. I don't understand. I don't understand why a girl would say you sit on a couch.
Chronik.
This one exact.
Pinky.